Morning guys, and welcome back to another bit of a vlog. Today's a Friday. I'm at work as normal, but today is going to be a little bit of a different one for me. Well, thanks, I'm going to work as normal, but we got a delivery down into Reading, and we've got some updates to do on the van. We've got ourselves some wheels and tyres from Rogue Alloys. So we ordered them, spoke to them, I think it was Wednesday. We ordered them Wednesday night on the computer like they asked us to, and they'll be ready for fitting today at Reading. However, like I said, I'm at work. We have got a delivery and a fitting to do of a bird aviary in Reading. So I'm going, obviously we're going to go down in our truck, in the works truck, and I'm just going to pick them up. They've told me that tyres will be fitted to the wheels and they'll be ready to go. So that's what I'm doing today. Rogue Alloys. Right, I'm going to switch you off guys, but I'll just go and have a word with him. Just make sure it's okay for me to film. I'll speak to you a bit. So guys, we've travelled down here, as you know, in our pickup truck. Done our job. Got down to this Rogue Alloys. They've got a delay on the wheels. The delay is they've had the compressor breakdown. So he's telling me I'm going to be hanging around for about 15 minutes, which we don't mind. So if I just spin you around, I'll just show you this place. So that's their unit. I ain't going to go inside with it. Don't know whether I'm allowed to really, to be honest with you, I never asked him. Well, it's a massive place, as you can see, loads of wheels in. You see these wheels here. These ain't mine obviously, they're them for some sort of sports car. Guess it's got a chance of going onto that Porsche. You can see the Porsche. So yeah, so we're just waiting to have these wheels done, and they'll be on the back of our truck, and then we'll be on the way back home. Guys, so we fetched these wheels from Rogue Alloys. So this morning I'm going to fit them onto the van. The wheels while I'm on the van, because it's a maxi van, which is like the extra long wheelbase, there are 16-inch alloys on it. Most of the other vans, well all the other vans I do believe, and 15-inch alloys, so it's like upsize as well on the medium short wheelbase and the standard long wheelbase model. But this, like I said, this is the maxi one, it's the extra long one, and it did come fitted with 16-inch alloy wheels as standard on this particular model. So realistically it should just be the case of a swap over. The tyres I've gone for, as you'll see in a minute, and as you already know because you've already seen it on the video, are the BF Goodrich all-terrain TA tyres. They are bigger than the ones that I'm on, but only slightly. They're slightly wider. The ones that I'm on the van are 215s by 16s, and the newer ones are 225s by 16s, so it's just giving us that little bit more width on the tyre, I do believe. Obviously I'm slightly taller, but I think that's just due to the amount of tread on the Goodrich compared to the standard tyres on the van. Anyway, I'm going to get them swapped over, and then we'll have a look. One thing which I did notice, I was taking the stickers off the tyres. The fuel economy is on an E, which is like probably the worst you can get, I think. So we'll have to have a look at that. I've looked at some of the other guys on YouTube. Some saying they've noticed very small amount of difference. Some have said that there ain't no difference. Now, personally myself, I think there should be some sort of difference because of a wider tyre, especially if them going on to the standard size van, which is a 15-inch wheel, because upgrading the tyre altogether. So I should imagine that it would be slightly slower pulling away, and I should imagine that you'd use a little bit more fuel. Anyway, we don't know what ours are going to be doing, but ours will be tested out over the next few days. We've got a trip planned to Cornwall, so we'll have a look, see what it's doing when we get down there. Guys, I want to get them swapped over. I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay guys, and as you can see, we've took this wheel off. Now, down at Rogue Wheels, they have told me to take these pins out. Now these pins, I've just took them out, so, but they was located in the hubs. The wheels are compatible if you leave these in. However, they did tell me to take them out. This is because sometimes, well, a couple of times, they've had a problem where these ain't quite lined up with the wheel correctly, and because of that, they've not been able. Excuse the road noise. We've got a road sweeper going past. They've not been able to get the wheels to fit correctly, so they just take them off now. If you had it fitted in their unit, they would just take them off. So these holes are in the wheels. Let me just see if I can turn this camera around. They are located in this wheel for these struts to be fitted. However, like I've just said, they told me that we should not fit them. So I've took them off. I'll carry on putting the wheel on. We'll have a look what it looks like. Cheers. Okay then guys, and as you can see, that's the first one on. We've got plenty of clearance on this, both sides. Yeah, looking good. Okay, we'll go and get the front one done. So guys, what I've had to do with this, on getting these wheels off, the front ones, the back ones come off straight forward, as you've probably seen, but the front ones had crowded onto this part. So this is what we've had to use to get it off. It is a common thing. It ain't like, there's anything wrong with our van. These wheels just took off 12 months ago to have tyres put onto the wheels. They have been took off since. Hence the reason they've sort of well crowded on, really. So all I'm doing here, I'm just cleaning it all up before I put the new one back on. And then I'll have the same job to do on the other side, because that one's seized on as well. Again, we've just took these liner things off, as they told us to do it at the Rogue Alloys, just to make sure that the wheel's going to sit flush against this face correctly. So we've got here, just got to an old chisel just to see if I can get this bit of corrosion off these edges. I wouldn't be doing this to a new chisel, but this is what's happened, is that the wheel had corroded to the up. Hence the reason we couldn't get it off without the hammer. And again, I didn't want to stick the new one on with this bit of corrosion. I don't know if you guys can see that, to be honest with you, but no doubt you can see it being broken back off. Like I said, I wouldn't do this with a new chisel, because it's a wood chisel, not a metal chisel. But I think this would stop the new wheel from seating correctly. There you go, we've gone all the way around. So now we're going to get some grease on there. Not on the thread. You don't want to be sticking the grease on the thread. Just on the base itself, and that will prevent it, or help to prevent it from sticking on again. That's it then, guys, we've got 2 nuts in. The rest should be straightforward now, hopefully. Two in, 3 to go. Okay, that's the more semi-tightened. What we'll do now, we'll loose the jack down, finish them off. Give him a good torquing up. Put all my body weight onto him. And that's it, guys. I'll go round them again in a minute. So that's this side complete. Looking brilliant. Good morning, guys, and we're off. So, as you've seen, we've got these wheels and toys fitting now to the van. They've been on for a couple of days. Had a bit of a drive around it, everything seems okay. But what we're doing today, we're on our way down to Cornwall. So it's going to be a good run for him. See what's like on the motorway, see if we get any noises off the tyres. I can't really see any road noise at the moment for all the last few days, but we're in side streets and stuff, so I've only been doing 30 miles an hour. Perhaps it'll be a different story do 50-60 mile an hour. But at the minute they all seem not got to really tell that I've changed them. So what I'm going to do, once I get to the motorway, I'm going to set the clock on the dashboard, reset the times and what have you, and just see what the computer says it's doing, miles per gallon on the motorway. Now I know it ain't going to be the most scientific way of doing it, but when I've done it before, when I've done the same trip down to Cornwall, we've had 40, 42 miles per gallon out of it. Now that's keeping the van on cruise control at 60 mile an hour all the way down there. And obviously, you know, the weather ain't going to be the same today as the last time we did it, so it's just a guesstimate thing. But you know, you hear that many stories about these tyres, so we're just going to have a look, see what's happening. I would expect it to use a little bit more fuel. Some of the guys were off seeing have said that they don't. We'll see. So I'm going to switch you off. When we get back up on the motorway, I'm going to get the van up to 60 mile an hour on cruise control. Then I'm going to zero the settings and see what the average miles per gallon is over 100 miles or whatever. See the big guys. Okay then guys, so we're on the motorway. We've just got on the motorway junction 3 at the M5. I've set the cruise control to 60 mile an hour. On 200 miles, and then we'll have a look to see what it's done. Like I said, it ain't the most scientific way of doing things, but I don't want to be carrying fuel around with me and topping up with fuel and all the rest of it. See what it's doing to go. I ain't bothered. It's just a quick test to see what we'll be doing. At the minute, we're doing an average 45 miles to the gallon, but we've got it down a solid slight downhill. So yeah, we'll see what I did after 100 miles. After 100 miles, I'll switch you back on. Okay then guys, so this mileage lock, we've just pulled over on our services. We've done 98 miles exactly. Average consumption is 37.5. So that's like 2.5, maybe 3 mile an hour less than the other tyres would have done. Again, this ain't a scientific thing. Road temperatures, wind, all the rest of it's going to alter this. But that's what it's done. 37.5. Average speed 56 mile an hour. We put when we got onto the motorway, I set the cruise control to 60 mile an hour, and it's showing a 56 average. So we did have a little bit 50 mile an hour, wasn't it? We had a little bit of 50 mile an hour for some road works, so that would have obviously brought the average down. Travel time hour and 44, and it's 21 Celsius. We're coming up to one of them weekends where we've got amber warnings for the weather, so it is nice and warm out there. Okay then guys, conclusion, tyres and wheels. Well, the wheels are alloy, black alloys. I want to change the wheels themselves since we've had it, purely because they're not Peugeot wheels, they're Rogue alloy wheels, they're black, they're powder coated. I think they're powder coated, so they should be easier to clean than the wheels that was already on. The wheels that was on was a pain in the arse to keep clean. These don't seem to be so bad. We're on our 3rd week with them now. Everything's going good. As far as the tyres go, I ain't really finding them any more noisy than the original tyres on. Maybe slightly, but for how much there is, like I said, I can't really tell you. Steering, the steering does seem more positive. I'm not sure whether that's down to the thickness of the walls in the tyres, because I've been told the walls in the tyres are thicker. So I should imagine there's no giving them when you're turning corners, so it makes it a bit more positive. You know, this is just something I've just noticed. Like I said, the fuel economy is around about the same, maybe a touch worse for a couple of mile worse. But again, for what it is, it wouldn't worry me. Like we've always said, road noise, not a problem, just a problem. They're looking good. They makes the van look more like not a van. So, you know, yeah, that's about it really. I'm really happy with them. Rogue alloys, obviously we've had to pay for them like everybody else. Rogue alloys have given me a code, and it's STU10, so it's STU10. And if anybody do buy these, you go and buy these tyres off the website, just put STU10 into the promotion box and you'll get yourself 10% knocked off. Now, I know them doing this on Facebook as well, so it's nothing they're doing me no favours realistically. It's just something what they said they'd do, and they've done it. So STU10 in the little box when you're buying them, and it automatically gives you 10% off. And to be fair, the 10% off is a good saving. I mean, the wheels, because we had 5 of them, obviously I don't want to carry a different spare round, which is narrower and not quite so wide because of the depth of the thread, and again being on a steel wheel, the spare is a steel wheel. So we did buy a set of 5, and they were 1,600 and some quid. So 1,640 I think it was. So the 10% off gave me £164 off the bill, and 164 quid. Well, you know, that's your first tank and a half of fuel in it. There you go, guys. I'm going to leave you at that. Any questions, drop them in the bottom in the post, and we'll speak to you soon. We're down Cornwall, so our next video hopefully will be out next weekend, next Sunday, and that's going to be Cornwall. You know, we're down at Pro Sands, and there's about Pro Sands, so we've already done some of Cornwall earlier on in the year. We're back down here. Love it down here, it's brilliant. Guys, catch you in a bit. Cheers. Bye.